Alright guys, welcome to the JumpX podcast number 6 or episode number 6. We've got some cool topics for you guys today. We got how I gained 10 inches on my vert over the past 10 months. So basically head at net to head at rim. Talking about our dunk show coming up at the high school, All Saints High School we're at.
Yep.
Dunk show and how we're going to be prepping for that. So we've got some juicy stuff for you guys. Alright. Also, quick shout out. So before he gets really mad at us, quick shout out to Mr. Chris Barnes, Thomas's father.
Birth giver.
Birth giver, yeah.
He made me.
Yep.
Actually got a dunk,
Gave you those god tier genes.
Yeah, he
so
gave me his godly genetics.
yeah, not that you worked with verticals, all genetics.
No, I actually came out of the womb with a 48.
Yeah, 40.
I actually just sit around and play video games.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
But
fun fact for you guys. That's how you truly get what type 2X fibers, right? Sitting down and doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's true, but then at the same time you get weak, so it's
you get weak, yeah, but you actually develop type 2X fibers.
Yeah,
you
start shifting.
Sedentary people actually probably have more type 2X fast twitch fibers than both Tom and I right now.
Well, depends on the person, I guess. But yeah,
generally they're so sedentary, but that doesn't mean they're more athletic than jump high, obviously. But it's just interesting.
Yeah, because generally what you'll find is, as you stay more and more less active, right, you start shifting towards type 2. But people say B or X. What do you?
No, it's X.
It's X, right?
X.
Yeah, but people say B. But it's because those kind of muscles require less blood flow, so it's more. I guess it's easier for the body to maintain homeostasis, because you're not doing anything, so why do you need blood flow to the muscles? So they're okay, we'll go type 2X.
Yeah, and we're more type 2A.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah.
Because all the training we do.
Yeah.
So.
Unless you're KB who does marathons.
Yeah, that's why.
For some reason.
Yeah, actually getting back to shouting at him. Yeah, shout out to him for hitting his
crazy,
first.
Man.
What, not first? No, second dunk.
First dunk off 2 feet.
Yeah, no, first dunk off 2 feet. Yeah, that's crazy. At 50 years old?
Yes, he was 50
so,
when he did it, I think. Yeah, he was 50 when he did it. Yep.
50 years old and he hit his first dunk of 49 off 1 foot.
No, he was 48. He was 48 when he did that.
48, okay.
Yeah, so he hit 2 or 3 dunks off 1 foot. Had a little hiatus. Decided to convert to 2 foot because it's a little bit less pressure on his knees. And
and you're more powerful as well.
And it's better.
It's basically, guys. Alright, so this is how you look at 1 foot and 2 foot jumping. Alright, so 1 foot is the light side of the force. 2 foot is the dark side of the force. So we all know. We all know that the dark side of the force is more powerful, right?
Is it? For the Star Wars fans.
Yeah. As they like to say, right? As they like to say. So because we're both 2 foot jumpers, we're like the dark side, right? We're biased, so we're gonna say 2 foot's more powerful, right?
As the dark side, different though, because you can do both.
Yeah, but I jump high off 2.
Oh fuck yeah!
Because it's more powerful.
You didn't work for it.
Yeah.
But this podcast is just is that little warning? This podcast is just kind of gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be all over the place. We've got a million different topics we want to talk about, but we'll get into the first one.
I think a million is a bit of an exaggeration. We've got three written down there. Alright, so.
Yeah. Minus 999,997.
Yeah.
But do you wanna take us into this first topic here?
Okay, so
this is quite a
few people have been asking me and they've suggested to make this a podcast topic. So I don't know. I like to stay humble. So I don't know. I don't want to make it a full podcast. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just sit here and bragging about myself the whole time. But
yeah, but at the same time, I'm fucking sick. I actually jump high as fuck.
No, but so past 10 months, I've gone from head around the bottom of the net to head around the rim. Alright, which I guess is kind of insane to think about it. I look back and I think, wow, I don't know how I've done that. Well, I know how I've done that, but you guys know what I mean.
Considering you've been training for so long, to do that in your 7th year of training is doesn't really make sense. But we're gonna make it make sense.
Oh, you mean because the experience?
Yeah.
Level, yeah.
Yeah, you should have already had those gains happen.
Yeah.
But obviously you were more aesthetics.
Yeah, right? It was more high pitch.
But even then, you've been training for vertical for at least 3 years. So you thought, oh, maybe that 10-inch increase would happen in the first year.
Yeah.
Which I don't know no, it didn't.
Yeah.
Like, you gained slowly, and then kind of this year it's kind of like ramped up.
Yeah, I had a few injuries holding me back though. So obviously I had knee pain for a while that was holding me back from training how I wanted to train and pushing myself how I wanted to push myself, because I was super sensitive to flaring up. So I had to be careful in terms of increasing load and the amount I could jump, and also increasing my lifts like squat and stuff, because I had the uncommon version of jumper's knee, on knee pain, on tendinopathy or whatever you want to call it. The quadricep tendon. So basically, what would flare up my knee the most was strength training, not so much jumping. Was strength training.
It's a weird
situation. There's deeper ranges of motion, right? Because obviously when you enter that deep, even when you land, if you go deeper in flexion, that's a little bit more stress on the quadricep tendon. But with jumping, because you're not entering those deep ranges, most of the time when you're jumping from like a half squat position or quarter squat position if you're 1 foot. And when you're landing, you're not landing like in a deep squat going down, right? Yeah, ass to grass. Unless you jump super crazy high and you just don't expect it. You fall over and stuff. I've done it a few times. You're putting most of your stress on your patellar tendon, and that's why most of you guys get patellar tendinopathy, because that's where the stresses of landing and jumping mostly go on that part of the tendon. Yeah. So just for you guys that are watching it on YouTube, that's like your patellar tendon and that's your quadricep tendon, right? Just so you guys understand. So my knee pain was above the kneecap, not below. So most of you guys that are listening that have had jumper's knee, most of you guys have probably had it below the kneecap, which is the most common version to have.
Could I bring up something real quick? Just, it's kind of like an FYI, because I've had a few people DM me and they ask about isometrics, and obviously we do isometrics in our programs, we do isometrics ourselves. But then they'll say, oh, my knee hurts like on the inside here or like on the outside there. Should I do isometrics for that? And I think we're going to have the same answer here. You can, but it's not going to help, right? Because that's not your tendon.
Yeah.
Right? That's like the inside of your knee. That could be meniscus, that could be something else.
Yep.
And meniscus is menisci? Yes, menisci?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, what's the plural of meniscus? Like, multiple meniscus.
I don't know meniscuses.
I think it's menisci. Well, whatever it is.
Alright, yeah. Just go with that. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, you have to do a whole different...
We're not 100% sure right now.
Like, you've dealt with that, so...
Yeah, meniscus,
you didn't do isometrics for them, so... Yeah, if you've got pain on the side of your legs, you can do isometrics. It's going to help your tendons.
That's actually a decent way to diagnose your issue. So if you're getting pain somewhere in your body and you do an isometric and it feels better, that might be not 100% confirmation that it is a tendon issue, but it could be a good test to verify and lean more towards it being an actual tendon issue. So
like you with your elbow a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
What'd you do for it?
Okay, because I get a bit of golfers. What do you even call it?
Tennis elbow?
Yeah, tennis elbow, whatever you want to call it. Did a tricep isometric for it. Yeah, immediately felt better. So obviously I know it's a tendon issue. So.
And what was the isometric? How'd you?
Oh, literally all I did was do like a single arm like push down and hold the end range, flexing my tricep on. Yep. Simple as that. Yep. You don't need to complicate it.
Yep.
So I just found where the most painful spot was and just held that position.
Yeah.
So I was just playing around, turning.
But not so that it was painful. So it was slight discomfort, like muscle burning, right? Like you weren't going fuck the whole time, right? When you're doing your isometric.
Oh no!
Like
no, because it's not that. No, it's not that bad. I would say it's like a 3 out of 10 pain right now.
And you reduced it to maybe like a 2 or 1 after, right?
Yeah, probably a 1. Probably down to a 1.
Perfect.
And even the days following that, it did feel better. So.
And you did bring in your bench, because you did benching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We think.
No. It's definitely happened. It's definitely happened like through a combination of like tricep work and benching over the years when I was younger. So. Yeah.
You did a lot of benching when you were younger.
I
like to call it the David Lade days.
Yeah.
And mum's just kind of...
Yeah, literally a dumb amount.
Yeah.
Literally a dumb amount of benching.
And now I'm having my days.
Hey?
I'm living my days right now.
Not as much as you though.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I wasn't as smart as you, so I didn't progress as much. So back in those days, so my bench plateaued hard.
Yeah, but you also put bench like 6 kilometers just to lock it out.
Yeah.
The world's longest arms. But
True.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Back to what we were saying before. 10-inch increase, 10 months. That's an inch a month.
Yeah.
An inch is a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
An inch? Like, no, but okay. On a serious note, an inch a month is crazy for someone who's been training for so long. And would you kind of, go into depth on what you do?
So I would say the main drivers behind that was number one, staying healthy so that I could train how I wanted to train as hard as I could. So that was the number one thing and variable that has held me, because if I wasn't healthy, that would have held me back. Alright, so basically I wouldn't do things that would stop me from training the next day or my next session, right? So if I knew jumping more in a jump session that day, it was going to stop me, put me in pain and stop me from jumping, then I would stop, because it's not worth it, right? I'd rather jump every week than jump for an extra 30 minutes on that certain day, right? It's not worth it, right? And in the long term, I'm going to progress more, and that's exactly what's happened, right? You guys got to constantly think long term in your training in terms of those things. So if I had any weird niggles or anything on that day, sometimes I would even cut a movement out completely just to don't tear anything or risk anything. That thing. So number one was getting healthy. That was one of the biggest drivers. Another driver was actually getting stronger, specifically getting my high bar squat up. So I would say my high bar squat went from, 110 kilo-ish to 160. So it's extra 50 kilos on my high bar squat. So a lot of strength gain there. So there is that. That's one big thing. I would say another big thing is getting more elastic as well, getting my tendons stiffer, getting my muscles, improving my muscles' ability to eccentrically absorb force and then obviously concentrically produce it. So improving my stretch shortening cycle, essentially. So doing more things like sprinting, doing things more like plyometrics and stuff. Because for me as an athlete, unlike Tom, one of my biggest weaknesses is that sort of natural athleticism you'll see people have, and people that do have that natural sort of athleticism, that effortless looking bounce, their stretch shortening cycles are very well developed, the tendons are very stiff, and that what gives them that sort of effortless athletic look. And essentially that's a big weakness for me as a person. So I'm not naturally athletic at all. I can get strong pretty easily and pretty quickly through my lower body, I would say, if I actually really focus on it. Yeah. So that's not a weakness for me. Even though it's not in terms of improving strength, it's easy for me to improve strength. But for me, in terms of improving my tendon properties, reactive strength, that's definitely something I need to maintain and continue to work on, and that's what's helped me tremendously, especially over the past 3 months or so, because I've obviously translated all that strength potential I built up into obviously what you guys are seeing now with my current level of bounce.
40-inch vert.
So but that's kind of unlike Tom. Tom's real simple. The stronger this guy gets on a squat, the higher he jumps, right? Because you're actually quite elastic and your tendons are quite stiff naturally.
Yeah, for example, should I use that example I was telling you yesterday about dunk camp? For example, in dunk camp 2019, they didn't do this in the dunk camps after it, but one of the I don't think they did. One of the testing protocols was you did a standing vert, so I did that first, and I think I touched 10.6 or something on one of the standing verts. And obviously that's just, you're standing there, counter movement jump, you go up, touch the tab. And then the second test I did was you jump off a box. It was probably 24 inches. No, maybe less, maybe 18 to 20 inches. And I jumped off that, and then I would jump up and try and touch the tab. And I actually touched higher on that one compared to the standing jump. Yeah. And generally what you should see is it'd be the opposite way.
Yeah, trend upwards.
Yeah. So that kind of just shows you the more I can kind of load my tendon, the more elastic properties I can use from the tendon.
Obviously the higher the height that you drop off.
Yeah.
Right. That just shows
just adding load to the. bottom portion to like stretch it and then obviously get the return from the tendon.
Yeah, it gives you good data in terms of how well developed you are in terms of your stretch shortening cycle.
Oh fuck yeah.
So, which is good. So.
But I don't know what it would be now because that was 2019 and I'm way stronger than I was then.
We'll have to do some testing.
Yeah, I'd be so interested.
No, we're actually so interesting.
Yeah.
Just to see, because we obviously know you're very strong, but you're also very...
In one lift, I'm strong.
Are you?
In one lift. I wouldn't say my squat's like outrageously strong for a 5'11" dunker. Like for someone who jumps 40 plus inches.
What's your squat, Rob? What's your max squat?
195.
That's strong. That's very strong.
It's alright.
You got a stronger squat than like Isaiah.
But he's taller.
Yeah, but still.
Still, yeah.
Still.
He also jumps higher than me, so
still.
look who's laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So.
But you know, even your 160 squat is very impressive for someone with femurs as long as you, right?
Yeah.
And that moved as well.
Yeah.
You had more. No,
it didn't move. No, it didn't move.
But which one moved then?
That was like RP11 and 160.
Maybe I'm thinking about
157, the 150, 157 and a half.
That
fucking moved.
Yeah, right. Probably didn't rest long enough between or something.
But long term, I definitely want to get my squat to 180 because that's 2 times my body weight. So
that's cool. 180, 2 times body weight. It'll also be 4 plates, which looks good on the bar. The 4 blues. I reckon if you could get a 180 squat at the same body weight that you are right now and maintain every other quality you have, I think like 42 to 45.
Yeah, I would get more elastic though as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, 180 squat.
I'm saying if you maintain, imagine if you got better as well. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And again,
so like I would probably go from like what a fucking 22-inch vert to like a 45.
Was it 22?
Huh?
Was it 22?
Somewhere around there. It was low 20s, bro. It was low 20s because like fuck, bro. It was.
You could barely touch.
It was actually like embarrassing. How unathletic I was for my height, bro.
Yeah.
Like you see my brother at 6'6", bro. He like struggled to grab the ring when he first started on JumpX. You know what I mean? He's taller than me, and I was in the same boat as him.
And longer arms.
So I was in the same boat as him, like in terms of my athleticism, but I was actually way stronger than him when he started, which is funny, right?
Yeah.
So basically, because I already had been gymming for like 5 years, right? Training my legs. So my legs were stronger than his when I started.
Yeah.
Jumping, right?
Yeah.
In terms of like in the weight room, but I couldn't. Like my vertical jump was probably around the same as his, maybe a tiny bit higher because I was stronger, a couple inches higher.
Yeah, but fuck all.
Yeah.
So, kind of goes to show that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say you were stronger, this is also what you were talking about yesterday. You might be making a post about it.
There's different definitions of strength.
Yeah. Because you were going to the gym, you're doing like leg extensions, probably hack squat. They're not bad things, but you're more training for size, right?
Yeah.
So
aesthetics, baby.
Aesthetic legs. Like, yeah, if you train your legs for size right now, same with your arms. He literally does 1 set of bicep curls a week, and his arms just boom. I'm there like spamming 5 sets and getting one little centimeter of growth every 10 years.
Yeah.
But I'll just blame it on age.
That's alright. We all have different body parts that like blow up, right?
Yeah.
Your chest is obviously way fucking better than mine.
Yeah, again, that's just genetics.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my chest takes fucking ages to grow.
Yeah. It's just one of those things, right?
My back grows well. Biceps grow well. Legs grow well.
Yeah. Calves for both of us.
My pushing muscles are the harder muscles to grow.
So we're like opposite. Again, It's like with the eating thing.
Yeah.
It's like with the eating thing.
We already talked about that. We didn't go back on that. But
yeah.
I guess anyways, getting back to the topic, I got more elastic. In terms of obviously getting my vertical up, that was definitely a big driver. But also like to obviously summarize it, I've done everything in my power the past year to improve. Like if someone asked me, could I have done more? Like I don't think I could have done more. Like the only time I missed a session was when I genuinely believed I would like progress more missing a session. That's the only time I missed a session because I was so fatigued.
You'd overdone a little bit.
Yeah. So that's the only time I missed a session. Yeah. Like another example is, this is kind of funny, like I've never like allowed myself or let a woman stay over the night for a dunk session or a big training session. Like, because it would inhibit my sleep doing that. And I wasn't willing to sacrifice my goals for that, right? So that's literally the like sort of level and dedication I've put myself through the past year.
It's literally living the dunk life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tracked my food every single day. I haven't missed a day tracking my food, been manipulating my calories based on how my weight's gone, like supplementing everything like possible that I know I need that's going to be beneficial. Like at the moment, like I'm actually probably going to get an electrolyte supplement as well, like just to give me that extra edge, because obviously we know how important hydration is for performance, right? So like literally I haven't left a stone unturned, guys. Like I've done everything. I've treated myself like literally preparing for the NBA finals.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
you're just gonna be sitting there with a straight IV infusion just in your arm, just with electrolytes going in. Just before bed, you should be there
like if I had the money for some of the recovery tools these NBA players have, like I would be using all those sort of things as well. Even if something I know is gonna help me fucking 0.05%, I would use it, you know.
You're talking about the oxygen chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah. Legit.
Yeah.
Legit. You know, and I guess that I don't know if anyone's read the book, Relentless. I don't know if you read the book Relentless.
I haven't read it.
You do? You've read it?
Yeah.
So you know what a cleaner is?
A cleaner?
Yeah.
Wait. Relentless, that's not the Michael Jordan one, is it? With fucking...
Yes, Tim Grover's book.
Yeah. A cleaner.
Yeah.
Go?
So basically, like I don't know how to word it because I haven't read the book in a while, but it's just kind of someone that I guess just approaches their goals as relentlessly as possible and doesn't leave any stones unturned and does everything in their power possible to improve. And I guess that's a quick way to summarize a cleaner, right? Someone that, you know, stays back the extra hours, right? That's why it's called a cleaner in the book. So yeah, I've done literally everything, man. Literally everything.
Other than performance enhancing drugs.
Hey?
Other than performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah, other than that.
Lifetime Maddie.
Yeah. other than that.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty sick.
Definitely something that everyone should aspire to be this dedicated.
Well,
and obviously it's a high priority in your life, right? Therefore you're gonna do everything in your power to get better, right?
Anyways,
who knows I was gonna say, who knows what could happen at the dunk show. I truly believe he could get another 1 to 2 inches on his vert. And if you saw that clip where he was at the stadium, that he posted maybe a week ago, head was pretty much on the rim, right? So I think at the dunk show, on a high check, he might hit his head.
We will see. See.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty sick. I've got to make sure I fully straighten out this time.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, let's get off me. Talking about the dunk show coming up.
That's kind of a good segue.
Yeah.
Right? Dunk show. Okay, so for those that follow me somewhat, about a year and a half ago, I did a dunk show at my old high school, and that was with my cousin Nick, and we did a dunk show. That's all there's really to say about it. It was a good atmosphere. We had all the kids come down from years 1 to years 12. So the whole spectrum of ages came down and watched us. It had some of the year 12s, or if you're in America, the senior kids. They came and dunked with us, because obviously if it was just 2 of us, having to go back to back for an hour is tough, right? Even if in a normal dunk session. So while we were resting, we had some of those guys come on dunk for us. This time around, there's 3 of us, right? No, there's 4 of us. You, me, Hack, who we had on the podcast, and Nathan.
We're gonna see about Hack.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna see about Hack. Hack's gotta be at a windmill by the dunk show.
Or at least hit consistent backboards and 2 hands. So yeah, so Hack's a maybe.
He's probably listening to this, so Hack,
of course he is.
He's still got work to do.
Yeah, so he has to
Still got work to do.
Yeah. But Nathan is definitely locked in, hey?
Huh?
Nathan's locked in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, if you guys follow the dunk community, you 100% know Nathan Dunks on Instagram. He's from the UK. Can windmill, 2-hand tomahawk. backward, all that kind of stuff. So he's actually flying over here.
It's cool. It's cool that he can do handoffs too, because
he's good at handoffs actually.
That'll get the crowd involved.
Fuck yeah.
So.
Just have to choose a top kid.
I'm shit at handoffs. I don't know.
I hate him.
Sorry, it just feels so weird, man. Like.
It's a skill. It's a skill. That's an example. Like, if you went and practiced the handoff for like a month, would you get better at it? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably about a windmill out of a hand.
Probably. I'm too independent for that though.
I don't want to rely on anyone.
Yeah.
But it's just cool to like add to the bag, right?
Yeah. No, exactly.
So yeah, we got that. That's in about a month.
I might have to learn to push off.
Push off. The push off is deadly.
Yeah.
Actually, Stevie Dunks did a.
Because obviously dunkers know it's cheating, but the crowd won't know it's cheating. You know, it'll be good. It's good for a show. You know.
Yeah, we're actually not allowed to jump over kids though. That's the thing.
Sorry, I just jumped over you.
Me, yeah. Yeah.
You would probably be the best person to jump over. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're so strong. You'd probably be the only one that can support me.
Let me just like jump you up.
You know what I mean?
I'll just give you a boost.
Yeah.
I'll like jump at the same time you go over.
Because you front squat like 170, bro, and I weigh 90, so.
Oh, calm. We're fine. We're fine then.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of the like push off dunks, Stevie Dunks, our client, had on the podcast last time. He hit his first, not double up. He like jumped over the guy, caught it with two, and then just
that's
like
cool.
That was cool. So that's cool to see.
That's cool. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Because I think I can do that. I think I can genuinely do that.
Yeah. I feel like it's easier to do it, like get it, and then finish it behind you. Because it looks awkward, like if you're trying to do it in front of you like that.
How would you do it behind you?
You get them standing under the ring.
Parallel
with the baseline.
I see. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like
it does. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The classic double up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic. But yeah, so we got dunk show coming up in about a month. We're gonna peak for that.
Some hard training coming up.
Oh yeah, I mean I've already started my cycle.
I'm starting next
week.
Of
training, not drugs. But yeah, you're starting yours on Monday.
Yeah, I was wondering why your ears looking kind of big, bro. Is that
ears?
HGH?
Yeah.
HGH,
all my
bro,
organs are just like 3 times the size they should be. But I think you have done it right. Well, not done it right, but you're in a good position where your cycle lines up absolutely perfect for the dunk show.
Yeah.
Like you get 3 good weeks of training plus deload then in the session.
Past 2 weeks, I went to a big festival, so I'm like, look, I'm just gonna go into like a maintenance sort of mode and just kind of test certain exercises and shit I haven't done to see if like, you know, they're gonna be beneficial for me to use my next cycle. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah, what are you doing for your cycle?
Pretty much. Adding sprints back in. I haven't been able to sprint properly for about 2 months just because it would hurt my back. Or it hurt my glute, which was because of my back. And I didn't really want to mess with it just by adding extra load. But I've gone out, I've sprinted, there's no pain. So I'm adding sprints back. I mean, in the past, every time I add sprints back into my program, shit happens. I gain a few inches on my vert, put it like that. And I'm also just trying to improve my front squat at the moment because as of right now, my front squat goes up, I seem to jump higher. Especially being a quad dominant jumper. So I want to get about 180 on the front squat at my current body weight and just see what happens.
180 front squat would be crazy.
It's not bad, yeah.
No, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. You know, there's an Olympic lifter, Shizi Yong, in the 73 weight class. And he claims that in training he did a 250 front squat or 230 or something like that. Yeah. That's 73 body weight. I mean, it's probably a little bit.
That is.
That's
nuts.
like.
That is freaking. Nuts. That is freaking nuts.
Yeah.
So, what your emphasis for your next training cycle is going to be getting stronger.
Right?
So it's basically going to be strength with sprints.
Strength with sprints. Yeah. Sprints are more. Yeah.
So.
It's pretty simple for me, and like you said at the start, like. By getting stronger, I kind of just jump higher because I'm in that unique. I guess it's a nice position to be in because it's very, very simple. Just have to get stronger.
Yeah.
Whereas yours, you kind of have to. At the moment, you're focusing on about 3 variables right now. You're happy to get stronger, but you're also trying to get more elastic, right?
Yeah.
And stay healthy. That's both of our goals.
Because whenever I've jumped the best in the past and had my best sessions, it's after doing like a lot of elastic work.
Yeah.
So
especially your 1 foot.
Hey?
Especially your 1 foot.
Oh, my 1 foot definitely does get better, but my 2 foot gets a lot better.
Yep.
So Yeah.
Knowing that information is good. But making sure you know what you've done in the past can be quite important. Because you can utilize that information and go, okay, what works, what doesn't work. Also,
everyone's different.
Yeah.
This is where training needs to be individualized, right? So I guess that's a good segue into, obviously, if you guys are looking for training, looking to jump high, looking for guaranteed results, looking for your training to be individualized in terms of the things that we are currently talking about, alright, with people that know essentially what the fuck they are doing. Alright, send us a DM on Instagram, just simply JumpX. Actually, put JumpX podcast. Alright, JumpX podcast. So we know you come from the podcast. Alright, hit us up and we'll get you sorted. We'll get you on your way to getting freaky, right?
Yes.
Actually, that's another topic I want to bring up, right?
Yeah.
We're looking for a slogan for JumpX, right? So if you guys have any ideas, let us know. Alright.
Right
I don't know. Maybe
it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
I don't know. Get freaky might be a fun one, or.
You said aesthetic athletics.
No, fuck that.
Oh, fuck that idea.
No,
That's
fuck
shit.
That. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Just message
we're
us.
all about jumping.
True.
So.
Yeah, so
but
message us.
another one I was thinking of is built, not born.
Yeah, that's good.
JumpX, built, not born. JumpX, get freaky. I don't know. You guys let us know.
In the comments, or send us a DM, or however you want. Just let us know. We'll take them all on board, and then eventually we'll have a slogan, which would be cool. Because it's like a little catchy thing to remember.
100%.
But right now it's literally nothing, so any suggestions are welcomed. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention about your training that you're going to be doing? No?
Nah, we'll keep that under wraps for now.
Oh, secret.
Yes.
We're actually going to go ride his cycle right now.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Who knows what we might put into his program.
Yes, who knows.
We might give him the secret exercise, the tibialis race.
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, the one the one that cures cancer, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, shit.
Instantly.
Yeah.
All types. And all diseases.
Yeah.
Also cures world hunger.
Yeah,
also cures that.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, we'll cap it off there.
Yeah, nice. Right. Keep it short.
Yeah, keep it short. Short, sharp, sweet. But yeah, as I was saying before, if you guys are looking for training, JumpX podcast DM, the JumpX Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to say?
No. If you want individualized training and you want results, come to us. It's pretty simple. You get both of us as your coaches writing your programs. We can update your program accordingly. If things go on in your life, like you're injured.
Injury management, yeah.
Injury management, or you have to go away. Like we've had a few clients go on holiday and they're like, oh, I don't have a gym, so we can ride around that.
No gym, no problem. You can still You can still get more athletic.
Yeah. Form reviews. So if you say, I don't know how to do this exercise, send us a video, and then we'll get back to you showing you how to do it correctly, all that kind of stuff. So it's like you're having two coaches for the price of one. Two coaches giving you feedback, writing your programs. It's a very good deal. So take advantage of it before we fill up, which we're definitely getting close to eventually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast. We might have a guest on next. We'll keep that under wraps for now. Episode number 7.
Ooh.
But I'm not saying any names, but I have a few I want in mind. So
yeah,
we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Peace out, guys.
See ya.